we push for holidays, that we feel like we should have. Juneteenth, we got it. People feel like Malcolm X should have his own holiday. Medgar Evers. All right, the list goes on and on. But to me, why get those days for what if we're not going to do anything with it? So I suggest
this is hip hop album debate. Let's get the conversation going. Ain't no time to waste. Yeah, the podcast that I know you've been wanting. They talking real hip hop. Got everybody talking. Let's go. Yeah, keep it 100 and stay true. Hosted by my homie Q. Tune in and come through. Yeah, this be the spot, the number one place all day. This is hip hop album debate. Let's go. Hey, yeah.
Welcome to Hip Hop Album Debate, the podcast. This is Q, and this is episode 50. Yeah, we are at the half of a century mark. And this debate topic is long-lasting beef bad for hip hop? All right. But before we get into this debate, you guys be sure to like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Get on the phone, man, gossip, tag somebody, tell them this the podcast that everybody needs to be listening to. Understand what I'm saying to you? All right, so let's get into this, man. So, all right, this debate topic is long-lasting beef bad for hip-hop. Okay, this didn't come out of thin air. This topic came from a video that I saw on the internet, and I'm sure everybody saw it, with Ja Rule was going up to perform, and someone played 50 Cent in the club, to kind of antagonize or whatever, right? And so 50 Cent got a hold of it and he reposted it on Instagram and kind of poking the bear a little bit, like, hey, I didn't have anything to do with this, but I wish I did. But anyway, so my thing was, damn, these guys still at it. I thought it was all good. I mean, not to say that they gonna be at each other's house on Christmas, exchanging Christmas gifts, but I thought that everything was all good, just in terms of we just gonna lay the beef to rest, and so apparently that's not the case. So I'm like, you know what? It's been 20 years, man. It's been 20 years. Can we all just get along? Like Rodney King. Can we all just get along, man? Come on. And I wonder, like, okay, here's my thing when it comes to beef. Man, I grew up, on that 80s hip hop. So I like a good battle. I do. I one of my wishes, man, I would have loved for Big Daddy Kane and Rakim to battle back in the day. I'm talking about at their prime. I would have loved for them to have battled, but they didn't. But it's cool because we had some great battles. Like Kool Mo D and LL Cool J, and a little later on in the '90s, Cannabis went in, on LL, and LL had to respond. The mic on my arm. You don't want to borrow that. You want to idolize, and you don't want to make me mad, little nigga. You want to socialize. So, it's a beautiful thing, but then it's like, okay, for me to see a picture with LL and Kool Mo D cooling, man, that's, to me, that puts the cherry on top. To see Cannabis, to see LL bring Cannabis out, that puts the cherry on top. So it's like, okay, when they went in, and it was no holds bar, right? But then when it's time to squash it, to me, that represent what hip hop should be. Understand what I'm saying? And so you got the flip side of that. You got Pac and Biggie. So we all know what happened with that. You know, when the beef goes left, or it goes you know, they should have found a resolution. And just listening to the Outlaws, it's like Pac was ready to have to get that, but it didn't happen in time. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like, man, is beef after 3 years, man? Is it bad for hip hop? I think it is. I really do, man. Because I mean, for what? At this point, and even Fat Joe said in the interview, he said when him and 50 Cent were beefing, he said he lost so much money behind that. And he was like, man, nobody wins. So it's like, okay, why? So, you have a lot of people. Well, we'll touch on the Ja Rule and 50 Cent, because this is what sparked the debate. You have a lot of people, their defense is, man, it's deeper than rap. It's deeper than rap. It is lives lost behind this. Hey, no shit. That's the response that we give. If you touch my people, I'm gonna touch yours. But who's gonna step up and say, "Whoa, wait a minute. We gotta stop this." Especially when the beef spills over from rap to the streets. Which like Kool Moe Dee and LL, I think that was strictly hip hop. I don't think it spilled over into the streets. But with Pac and Biggie, it did. With 50 Cent and Ja Rule, it did. So my thing is this right here. Okay, yeah, that's the protocol. If that's the protocol, and if it's lives lost, well, we get the pass to keep it going. Then why complain or do the whole RIP and the tributes and all that when something pop off and somebody get hurt or get of something far worse, when we can kind of stop it before it pop off, or not accept it, or just say, hey man, okay, it was fun when it went down. Okay, man, we not checking for that. But you have some people that they like that. They like the foolishness. They like the street stuff. And some people get entertained by it, whether it's interesting from a drama standpoint, or they look at it from a comedic standpoint. But either way it goes, when something pop off, we can't be with the RIP and this, that, and the third, where all that, we laughed and giggled with the shenanigans, but we didn't try to stop it. So I don't think it's good for hip hop, man. And I'll say this. We push for people of color, right? In hip hop, we push for holidays, that we feel like we should have. Juneteenth, we got it. People feel like Malcolm X should have his own holiday. Medgar Evers, all right, the list goes on and on. But to me, why get those days for what if we're not gonna do anything with it? So I suggest that why don't we use some of these holidays to sit down and squash any kind of rap beefs, any kind of street beefs, hell, even basketball. I would love for Juneteenth, Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas, they need to sit down and iron it out and hash it out. You know what I'm saying? That, to me, if we're not going to utilize these holidays for something positive and something impactful, then why fight for it? Why bitch and hoot and holler for these days, and we still going to be on that same bullshit? Understand what I'm saying? So anyway, not to be too preachy, but hats off to Jeezy and Gucci for setting that example. And I would like to see more, because I don't think long-lasting beef in hip-hop is good at all. All right? But never mind what I had to say, because I ain't shit. I'm just one person, right? So we're going to go to the comments. We didn't have a voice comment, but we did have something on social media. And my man Edric from Facebook write, there's no hope for these two, which in regards to Ja Rule and 50 Cent. And So that's the only comment that we have. All right, so we're going to go to the polls and let's see what the people had to say regarding the polls. The question is, again, is long-lasting beef bad for hip-hop? 20% said nah, it's a part of the culture. And then 80% said yes. So there you have it. So hey, y'all, let me know something. This is ongoing conversation, ongoing debate. Y'all let me know. Social media or whatever. Do you agree with the polls or do you disagree? Do you agree with me or do you disagree? All right, let's chop it up. I'm with it. I'm cute. I'm gone. Peace.
Hey, yeah.